Hello, I thought I'd record another no prep solo CM money run. Maximal points per hour, um, maximum consistency. Obviously, I've got a max setup, so this works for no preps for me. But if you're missing some gear, especially mega rares, uh, well, I should say especially Shadow and tbow, you should maybe do a small prep to make these consistent. Yeah. Since last time I made some improvements, some small ones, so I want to show those off. Alright, let's get started. Pre-pot. I'm an Iron Man, so that's why I'm not bringing stamina. You could do that as well, saves a little bit of time. Also makes Orm a bit easier if you're not willing to use the Vilvig attack. First time on aggressive, second on accurate, and then we scythe on accurate. Step away from Tekton to the east, so you get another scythe swing off. This is like a giga good Tekton for me. If you do miss the second time, it's not worth resetting for points per hour. Because I've seen some people say that. But it's not. It's faster to just kill the boss. Getting ready to pick up the drops. Spam click that tile, sip and drop the enhance. Good range gear. Drop a brew. Yeah. Normally you will want to drag yourself here and tank the orb. But not tanking it works fine. Dropping the Warhammer in the offhand again to get a brew. And that's it. Crabs. Yeah, so unoptimal crabs, but I don't know. I'm not that good. I don't get them perfectly every time. Get ready to drop 3 pots. Keep 2 brews on you. Get this axe. This isn't the perfect start. As you can see, I'm already like almost full. But I misclicked the axe. What can you do? Happens. So start chopping on that tree and then move to the next one. So you, in case it falls over. Already sorting my inventory for depositing later. I can chop up to 8 with 96 plus wood cutting, so I'm waiting for the 20 to move to the entrance tree. Okay, I would have had to move there anyways. For points per hour, it's worth stacking kindling here up to the cap, which is about 4 stacks and another 20. So we're just stacking this. That's 20 plus. I'm ready to move. So now we got three stacks on the floor. So now we're just gonna start lighting braziers. This is faster than the last run. Just popping is faster. Over 20, I start moving to the last tree. Unfortunately fell down. What can you do? Now we want about 20. Grab the claws. Deposit the 6 items here. Throw 3 items into brews. Get all the pots. Overload. Use a search pot for this. Burning claws are a bit better than Emberlight. Sometimes a noodle. This is what you would do with Emberlight too. Saves run energy. Come on. Is it gonna die? Always move 3 tiles for Shamans to dodge the poison splats. Just watch his animation. That's when he starts his animation, that's when he reads your position. So don't get confused by the delay. It's a Wraith's Death Indicator plugin, by the way, that shows me when it's gonna die. Very helpful for CMs in my opinion. Don't get smited. Yeah, 2 tiger up to these small guys. Okay, it's dead. Yeah, be careful, it often will send another hit as it dies. So don't just stand still. You need a poison for no reason. I like hitting the spool. Okay. So now we put a range gear at the top there. And then we equip our mage gear, put the shadow on long range. Put the scythe on aggressive. Don't need that tinderbox. Okay, so I'm running to this precise tile. Summon Thrall. Okay, hit the melee. Under 30 means I go for another mage hit. And now I'm going for the tbow. You can tbow an accurate, but don't forget to switch it back to aggressive, to rapid. And now we prioritize the melee, the ranger. 43 is too low to spec again. There was technically a chance on the tbow. You can hit like an 85, I think. But a pretty low chance, so I think you sometimes need to take chances when doing vanguards. Because the odds are just so low for the reset that it doesn't make sense to account for it every time. Okay, now we just have to AFK. Fortunate, but it is what it is. That's why you prioritize the ranger if possible. I scythe here until it's about below about 70. I think the major in the end if possible, but we didn't get to this time. It's a big tbow. Then reset it. Okay, so must have miscalculated misread my shadow hits, I guess, but nice thing is that with these two brews, even resetting doesn't completely end your run. Okay. Okay, since the melee spawned in the southwest corner, he doesn't attack you here. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I just got AFK. I don't wanna waste all my I don't wanna die here, obviously. In this case, I think hitting the mage first is a good idea. It's because you might be able to get another sneak attack off the melee, and it doesn't reach you. The range again to avoid damage. Now here I like to pick up the Twisted by killing Tightrope. I think it's very good for consistency. Biggest downside is that you don't get enough space to bring your enhance with you. So I'm just chugging it here. So I have space for the grubs. Make sure you completely drink the restore from Tekton. 54 chests, and then we go on the boss. We go dump. Now we're over thieving here. Basically, we're always doing 3 chests at a time until we get 27 to 29 grubs. Then we deposit, and then we thieve to 39 and above. Okay, 26, going for another. It's 2 to 3 grubs always, so you know we're depositing there. Okay, max points. Deposit Claw to Brew Restore. And we keep going. Now we want to put a ZCB like this. Just make it easy to do the start correctly. Vile Vigor here. I'm gonna up to Super Restore. Normally you don't have to do this, but I was kinda low because of the Vanguard reset. Okay, so now at Vespula, I'm gonna hit, you can hit Vespula up to 2 times between portals. And we wanna get it to about 60% HP. Vespula herself has a really high points multiplier. So it's really worth it for points per hour to hit her a few times. Or him? I don't know. Okay, it's dead. So yeah, chug a brew in the way. Get the range gear ready. Can sip the Twisted to get the DPS back. Five ticking these mages to lower the damage taken. Same idea as like Nex or something. They attack on a 5-tick cycle, so I'm forcing them to 5-tick. They attack on a 4-tick cycle. Yeah. Normally I would brew to full. But since the overload is about to run out, I'm gonna save the restores. Grab the helm. Tanking here. And then we flinch in like this. Can use the Twisted to boost up without having to brew down. Without having to overload down. Can brew Twisted like this. Can do it a bit faster as well. Just to give you that max DPS. They can hit to up to about 40, so you wanna ticky it when you're like below 40 HP. I think it's like 39. Yeah. So now can do some special tech because the overload will set us below 10. So I'm just gonna redemption here for some extra HP. Need to hit this chest. You want more than 2 brews for the final floor. I think hitting this well is worth it. Although in this case, because I had the Valviga, I didn't need to. Just saves you some run energy, as in it saves you prayer in the form of run energy. Want to be about 60 HP for Vasa entry. So I'm just gonna brew in 15s until I reach that. Already ordering my inventory. I want to start off with a ZCB at Vasa, so this makes sense. A lot of CMs is thinking about what's gonna happen next and like setting up your inventory accordingly. This is how you get faster at the rate. I like to do this technique for Guardians. Just makes it so you're quicker to reach the door. Because you want to do Vasa tech, which means you have to enter on the first possible tick. Equip the scythe. Spam click the door, we'll spam click this red tile. Equip the ZCB, put a thrall here and move back instantly. Once the true tile hits the red tile. Then we go back to the red tile and then we enter. Now it's just tbowing. Opening with a ZCB is better than... it's better to open with a ZCB here. A lot of you that do Team CMs might know that you have to want to open with a tbow in Team CMs, but since it has lower HP, you will nuke your ZCB ruby damage if you open with a tbow. So yeah, now we're just moving close when it's low HP, just to save on travel time. So now we're picking up 2 brews, and I like to pick up the twisted here too. Just for Muttadile. Brewing to full. Making it comfy hitting the spool, but probably not strictly necessary. Equip the mage gear. Should you death charge here. And get behind this plant as quickly as possible. Drag the mystic in. And it's close like this, you can go out here. Okay, now the goal is to enter Muttadile as high HP as possible. So I'm brewing to above like 110 or so. And I found just running through works best here. So this is kind of tricky. Put the ZGS here, just make it easier. And then from this tile, walk 1 for 1 tick. So we get this late spawn. 66% is low enough for me where I'm just ZGSing. You want to ZGS a bit earlier, because you don't always get to double ZGS if your shadow procs the 50%. We drop these half ones, half Volo enhance. We grab this. It does 3 mage attacks whenever it does a mage attack. Grab the part mage gear. Really low rolling here. Try not to use a brew twisted too much because I want the accuracy for the ZGS. Okay, so now we can basically brew twisted to your heart's content. So the idea is just after you tbow, you brew, and then you instantly use the twisted again, so you never brew down. Grab the restore and brew. Okay, so we now order our gear. We put the mage gear on, put the range gear up top. Want to be in mage gear. Put the defender here. Want to deposit ZGS, pickaxe, and third pot. The scythe here. Equip the ZCB and book. Make space. Put away this. Grab the hammer first, and then restore, brews. Fill up the brews. Then we go in. We're up here, because we're not. Drop an item. Equip staff on accurate. Drag yourself. Ideally you want to do like equip the defender here too, but I was just slow. So now that we missed the Warhammer, we should re-Warhammer. You could optionally also just save the hammer for the next phase. Instantly going to scythe. Waiting for 2 attacks, see what he does. So we now need to do a 2-to-1. I was 1 tick late, so I'm skipping 1 sidestep you would normally do. teaching you how to correct mistakes like that. So we're looking kind of lowish on brews. So I'm turning off my overheads. Make sure you brew in 15. I definitely neglected to do that a little bit on the skill. But it didn't end up punishing me really. Okay, so now we didn't hammer here. So we have a hammer again for the next round. Just making a slot here. Put it here, put it on long range, summon a mage thrall. Get the warhammer again. Can restore here and Valviga. So you hammer into long range and now you're starting the cycle as normal. Don't forget to put your shadow on accurate if you do this. I've forgotten this way too many times. Now it's just shadow running as normal. We missed the hammer again. Kind of got lost there because of talking. But it's no big deal, just reset. Put the scythe here. This is where like this new inventory setup, you just have to switch the scythe. Killing it soon, so I'm mentally preparing to scythe. Already moving to the front. Moved to the front a little bit too early there, but that's fine. Seeing, okay, he does a special at Pinky. Meaning we get 2 more scythe autos and we skip a tile on the way back. And now we're in cycle. If you're not like me and moving in giga late. We know we lost a tick, so what we can do now is... Yeah, the 2 autos, we lost 2 ticks apparently. So now we need to do a 2-to-1. If it does 2 autos, that means 2-to-1 versus scythe. Re-overload, obviously. Yeah, as you can see, my ohms are pretty scuffed. Why did this? Okay, I have no idea why this hit me. Okay, now we're in cycle again. Yeah. First trade of the day, so my ohms are not on point for sure. Okay. Hammer, 2 autos. Another missed hammer. It's unlucky. Could merely go for tanking. 115s. Okay, just make sure to not kill the melee hand here. The mage hand, obviously. It's about 100, so I can do another successful hit. Okay. Attack ran in 1 tick early, but... So it did 2 autos now, so I know I have to do a 2-to-1. Slightly scuffed acid monk, but it's fine. Kill the melee hand first. Range throw. Almost so slow that we got a ZCB at the end. Okay. As you can see, I'm opting to okay. We're out of prayer now, which is annoying. You could either flick rigger here, or what I found works pretty well is just using the Royal Titan's prayer. Obviously with burn it's draining even more prayer. Okay. Have one, really. Okay, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, there was like a bunch of mistakes. I reset vanguards, and I still got under 32 minutes. So these can definitely be very decent for points. Like definitely pretty close to solo regulars. Although obviously they are a bit harder. I'm not sure how they scale up against baby CMs, like the regular chambers full layout. They might be similar, I'm not sure. You get 5k bonus points at the end for the CM, of course. But the smaller one, you take way less damage, so that might slow you down a little bit. And yeah, that's it. Bye.